Yo, Liz Cheney might have ran her mouth one too many times. My name is Marcus Russell,
Let's get fit, man.
and this is the Marcus Russell Show. Let's roll some footage.
On his social platform, quote, Liz Cheney could be in a lot of trouble based on the evidence obtained by the subcommittee, which states that numerous federal laws were likely broken by Liz Cheney, and these violations should be investigated by the FBI, end quote.
So, just to start right there, guys, Donald Trump is doing exactly what he said he was going to do when he gets in office. He's draining the swamp and all these corrupt officials, man. That's literally what he's doing.
Especially the January 6th committee. She was the vice chair of the January 6th committee. So, they saying that she was tampering with witnesses,
Which I don't
shaping the
put past her.
witnesses. Exactly.
And the scary part about all this is The View, everybody has been talking about January 6th, trying to put this on Trump as if he lost the election. And he told these people to go over there and raise hell, basically. And that's not what happened. I want to know why they're deleting all this evidence all of a sudden. Like, the tables are really turning for these people that thought they had Donald Trump perfect on a platter.
I mean, like, for the last 4 years, they've been basically saying that
Nobody's above the law.
right, nobody's above the law. Everyone should be investigated. And now, when it's their turn to get investigated, they're like, "Oh no, don't investigate me."
That's what you asked for. So let's keep going, man.
3:11 a.m. this morning. The president-elect there, referring to the report released yesterday by a Republican-controlled House subcommittee, alleging what it called, quote, the failures and politicization of the January 6th Select Committee, end quote. The report calls the committee, quote, a political weapon with a singular focus to deceive the public into blaming President Trump for the violence on January 6th and tarnish the legacy of his first presidency. Among the report's allegations against Cheney, that she colluded with one of the committee's witnesses, Cassidy Hutchinson, who served as an assistant to White House Chief of Staff Mark Meadows. Hutchinson provided testimony about Trump's actions on January 6th, including recounting a story she was told about an interaction the president had with his Secret Service driver.
The president said something to the effect of, "I'm the effing president, take me up to the Capitol now." To which Bobby responded, "Sir, we have to go back to the West Wing." The president reached up towards the front of the vehicle to grab at the steering wheel. Mr. Engel grabbed his arm, said, "Sir, you need to take your hand off the steering wheel. We're going back to the West Wing. We're not going to the Capitol." Mr. Trump then used his free hand to lunge towards Bobby Engel.
In a lengthy statement, Cheney refuted the report's findings. She says that it, quote, intentionally disregards the truth and the Select Committee's tremendous weight of evidence and instead fabricates lies and defamatory allegations in an attempt to cover up what Donald Trump did, end quote. What did Donald Trump do? On January 6th, after spending months promoting false claims of election fraud, he stood on the ellipse and he said this.
We will never give up. We will never concede. It doesn't happen. You don't concede when there's theft involved. All Vice President Pence has to do is send it back to the states to recertify. And we become president, and you are the happiest people. And we fight. We fight like hell. And if you don't fight like hell, you're not going to have a country anymore.
In the hours after those remarks, this violent mob stormed the Capitol in an attempt to prevent the certification of Trump's defeat. Some rioters chanting, "Hang Mike Pence," Trump's own vice president at the time, because Pence refused to violate his oath of office. That deadly day's events were enough at the time for Republicans to condemn Trump.
There's no question.
Thinking out of that right there that we seen,
The nerve.
I think these people want to say political targeting is bad once Trump has something like a rebuttal or he replies back to them.
They had clearly already been weaponizing the political system. And but this is the thing about Liz Cheney. Like, she's the senator of Wyoming.
Yep.
She's only the senator of Wyoming because her father, Vice President Dick Cheney, was the senator of Wyoming. Like, so they be saying about Trump appointing his family members and his kids. She was a appointed child to her position.
It's a problem only when Trump does something.
Exactly.
But when they do it, They want to sweep it under the rug. I think it's all right for political people to be investigated, looked into, because you don't never know what's going on. And these people obviously are showing you that they're not good
And
people.
and and
Right?
and let me go into detail real quick about who her father,
I need to
Dick
hear this.
Cheney,
They need
is.
to hear this, man. Leave a
Like,
subscribe
for you
too.
younger generations, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But her dad is Satan.
Yeah.
George W. Bush after 9/11, I mean, not George H. Bush. After 9/11, we started this global war against terror. And Dick Cheney was the one that was the head of this program. And then, so we started a war in Iraq. We changed bills so we can torture prisoners. Dick Cheney, made those laws so we can torture prisoners, even children. You know what I'm saying? Her dad did that. And then we went out there to Iraq, this war in Iraq, and we funded and started Al Qaeda. Dick Cheney, Google this. Dick Cheney started the Al Qaeda. You know what I'm saying? So, like, and now we're 20 years later, we're fighting Al Qaeda. You know what I'm saying? I think Al Qaeda, which Dick Cheney and the CIA funded, trained, you know what I'm saying? I think they're still out there doing our dirty work for us, being messy while we sponsor Israel. You know what I'm saying? We funded and trained them, and then Biden just left them 7,000 choppers and tanks. You know what I'm saying? And now we're messing with Israel in Syria. It said, like, these people go back to corruption, back to when the corruption started. You know what I'm saying? These are the fathers, the literal fathers of the corruption. So the nerve, when you the daughter of Satan, you ain't supposed you ain't supposed to say nothing about somebody else doing something.
That's
Come
a
on.
quick history lesson that shows you that this corruption has been lasting for generations
It's
upon
generational.
generations.
Exactly.
Guys, we're gonna finish this video out with a few more minutes of this video. We're gonna catch you on the back end. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. We're gonna keep playing this out. See what he has to say.
That President Trump is practically and morally responsible for provoking the events of the day. No question about it.
The president bears responsibility for Wednesday's attack on Congress by mob rioters. He should have immediately denounced the mob when he saw what was unfolding.
All I can say is count me out. Enough is enough.
But now, of course, 4 years later, the Republican Party once again united behind Trump, and in little over a month, he will once again control the federal government, have the authority to order the investigations, or at least have the people that he installs in Department of Justice positions undertake investigations.
And that's enough of her. Really, it really
She
is.
talks too slow.
Out in the video like this. Everything's in the right place that it needs to be. Trump has the right people around him to make sure America becomes great again, right? Everybody you just seen in that video saying he's responsible are the exact same people that will be needing jobs in 6 months. Literally, that's exactly how this is about to go. Let me know what you guys think about the video. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, and I want to know what you think in the comments. We out.